Hi, it's Paul Slackis, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Derek Ting. Hi, Derek. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Okay, good. You're the producer of Supercapitalist, and
That's right.
a nice career here. You became a producer at CNN, right? International.
Yep. Yes, Hong Kong. I made the transition from consulting and internet-related startups to media when I moved to Hong Kong.
Aha, okay. And where were you born?
From New York.
New York City?
Yeah. No. Upstate New York, like Orange County, New York. It's a little bit outside Westchester.
I know where that is. I'm from Tarrytown.
Oh, okay, cool. My brother used to work in Tarrytown. I'm very familiar with Westchester.
All right, great, super. So, but do you have an Asian background, it seems, maybe?
Yeah, ethnically Chinese.
Uh-huh.
My parents immigrated here in the 70s, and then I've pretty much grown up in New York.
Okay. Went to Cornell University, right?
Yeah, that's right. I studied statistics there.
Statistics. All right. Well, that's perfect for being a producer of a movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So tell me
a
little bit
about taking risks.
Okay. There's an interesting comment. Well, taking risks. So, how about you in your career? You've done some. I see the words MTV out here. I see Film Lab here. I see, Toys R Us. I don't know. I see a lot of things here. Now movie. So, how is your progression of your work life go on?
Right. So you pretty much I studied at Cornell, and then I took acting class in college, and I really loved it, but I never thought about pursuing acting. And then when I graduated from college, I pretty much went into a consulting job doing like analysis, and then but then I was in New York City for 9/11. Actually, I'm being interviewed today on 9/11. Which is
I
crazy.
know that. Yeah, that's interesting. Right.
Yeah, so that day really changed my perspective on life, on sort of what I would want to do with a career, and I realized life is too short. So I started taking steps to just pursue acting, actually. So I did that for about a year or two, and it's doing okay, but I realized there's just too few opportunities for me to become truly successful. So I decided that filmmaking would be a better track, and that if I could create my own opportunities, then I could create my own parts, and et cetera, et cetera. So I started doing that, picked up some skills. I actually started a film lab here in New York City called the Asian American Film Lab. It was like a group that had been passed down to me, and then I kind of recoined it to be the Asian American Film Lab. And then in that first year, I produced an event called the 72-Hour Film Shootout, which now is in its 9th year, I guess. So it's still going strong. So I did that first 2 years with MTV and Imagination TV. And then at that point, I got an opportunity to move to Hong Kong. So and when I did, I quickly was able to get a job at CNN as a producer. They were looking for somebody. I just happened to have the right skill sets. I developed a lot of training. I've been trained in the States doing some short films, and then so when I went there, it kind of all worked out for me. So when I did that was awesome. I had a great opportunity to work professionally in the media industry. It was kind of my switch out of corporate in the consulting and non-media industry, but being there still felt like it's very close, but yet very far from movies. So I decided that I wanted to focus on writing, going after making a movie. So I started writing treatments to films, getting just a whole bunch of ideas. And when I came up with the idea of Supercapitalist, I felt this was really strong, and it was original. Nobody had made a movie out about Asia in the world of finance, linking two cities, Hong Kong and New York. So I knew that was something that I think people would be interested in watching. So I started writing. It took me about a year, nights and weekends. I was still working full time. And then then as soon as I had the first draft of the script, then I started pitching and raising money and getting cast and crew. And then so in about a year or two, I was about ready to shoot. So then we shot. It was like 30 days total, 20 days in Hong Kong, 2 days in Macau, and 6 days here in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went into post-production, which took about a year and 3 months. It was a long time. And then finally we've gotten to distribution, which I'm very excited about. The movie's been out. We launched August 10th, day and date. So we launched in major cities across the country. We've already been in New York, D.C., San Francisco, and L.A., and then we're just in Seattle. Now we're going to be in Boston and Philly. And so it's also available on cable, VOD, iTunes, in the day and date category. So it's very prominently featured for premium price on iTunes, Amazon, Vudu, all those stores. So yeah, that's it. That's the.
Sounds cool, man. Here it goes. Log line: a young maverick. Are you the young maverick? No.
Yeah. I play the lead.
Oh.
Opposite Linus Roach from Batman Begins, Ken Sung from Batman Another Day, Rush Hour 2, and Richard Ang. Also Kathy Ewan, she's a Vietnamese star, and Darren E. Scott.
Uh-huh. Well, here's the deal. You, the young maverick in New York, hedge fund trader, is sent to Hong Kong to orchestrate a mega deal that swiftly gets out of his control. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like a commercial war between the two parties in Hong Kong that have major influence, money, and power, which are the expatriates and the big tycoons. They're pretty much the ones who run the show out there. So I thought about what it would be like for them to go do battle. So my character goes out there, and he's sent on this, to trade this large company run by a company, like a big tycoon company, a big family company. And, it's the clash and conflict between East and West. He gets into a bit of trouble.
Well, all right. Well, we're going to leave it at that at this moment, okay? And everybody can rent it in various places at this moment. I know you had a beautiful opening, sold out here in New York, and I think you did pretty darn well out there in California, Aurora, I think, and some other locations, right? And so it's doing well?
Yeah. We've had sellout crowds. Everybody we've talked to, they've been very excited about the movie. Like during our Q&As, like hands are just, popping up in the air for questions, which is great. I think it's, the story of, because it's been taking me 6 years. So, not only has the movie been sort of, very relevant at the times, but also, the story of making it. We try to really, we went indie. It's a commercial movie that it was made out of indie budget, so it's very new, I think, in terms of what people are doing in the movie circuit. So yeah, it's exciting though. Yeah, it seems like the reaction's been very good, so we're just happy about that.
Well, congratulations. We'll talk about it at a later moment, maybe a good news series about what it's about, because all these kinds of things you learn a lot, right? You learn about the business side, you learn about international business side. It's a lot to learn from your movie.
Yeah, I mean, it talks about big business, the priorities of big business. And we can learn a lot from the East. I mean, they do run it like a family business in a sense, but even though they're corporate entities, it's interesting how they prioritize things. They do it here as well, but not enough. I think the way our country's run, we have some issues to deal with about priorities and how we treat people. It's not just about the bottom line, which is that's a major topic nowadays in the States.
We like that. Okay. Well, on 9/11, we're having a significant conversation here. Derek, congratulations. Let me ask you one last question. What's good news for you?
What's good news for me? Just being happy about, about today, about life, living, having the opportunity to be with family and friends and talk to good people. I think that's always good news. I mean, yeah.